Hi friends, welcome back to Mark's Speed Shop. In this video, I'm still getting a few things done with the new construction, new destruction, whatever you want to call it. The giant parking lot down here. Still getting some things done with that. I got a little bit of that in this video, but wait, before you tune out, I told you I was gonna have some car stuff. Now, I'm afraid I'm not gonna have much of that because I've run out of time again, okay? I'm limited on time and we have been getting some storms. Well, you know my list of excuses, but anyway, I want to show you what I'm doing, what I'm getting done, and I do have a little something, a little update on the red, white, and blue All-American car, the white Plymouth. I call it the white Plymouth. I guess I ought to call it the red, white, and blue Plymouth, but anyway, now it just totally died. But I'm going to show you a little bit of that too, and a couple of new little things, okay? But you come back next week, and I hope to have more car stuff. I'm kind of eager, to jump back on that Charger. I got to get some work done on that. I'd like to get that painted this summer anyway, and I got to do some body work and finish that roof first. But I just ran out of time. I planned on doing some of that today, which today is Saturday evening now. And I'm just running out of time. And anyway, you come back and I'll have some car stuff for you next week, okay? Good Lord willing. Anyway, all right? So thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. Watch and see what you think. Tell me what you think. Give me some comments, all right? And then I got some more surprises coming up pretty soon. So thanks for coming back. Now, what did I do with that current paint? I need to find that. Okay, another update in here. I talked to a concrete guy. Let me sit down for a minute. I'm tired. I've been doing all kinds of stuff that hadn't been on video. I talked to a concrete guy, and he does kind of big jobs. But I got an estimate from him and for cutting out a section. Remember, this is the center of the door, and this is, I got it marked over here, right there. And I got it marked right on the other side of that. So that's basically where the post will be, where this one is and where this one is. I still got to move all this junk because I got to cut 2 or 3 feet on the other side of that. And this is the center. I talked to him, and I won't name a whole bunch of names or anything, but he does big jobs, and I don't think he really wanted to do a little job, but it was nice of him to come out and look at it for me, and I thank him for that. Matter of fact, I did. I thanked him for taking time out of his busy schedule, and I'm not being sarcastic. I know he's very busy. But he came out and checked it. But he wanted $1,850 once I moved everything to come in and cut the floor, bust it up, just take it outside and dump it, and then pour concrete. Almost $2,000. I said, no thank you. So I ordered a saw. I ordered a concrete saw from a fairly questionable website. We'll see if I get it or if I got scammed. And it was a couple $100. And I'm going to look into cutting it myself. If I have any issues or the giant thing scares me, I will call in some help. But I ain't paying $2,000 to do that. I mean, it'd be different if it was cutting the floor, pouring the concrete, letting it dry, putting up the lift and hooking it all up for $2,000. But no, that's just getting concrete in here. So I ain't gonna do that, not at all. Now, a little something else. I said I'd have the cars in this. And here's the Charger. I'm gonna get back on that. I know I keep saying that, but all right. Gosh, it's about web in here. I gotta get back on this body work. A little more sand in there. And like I say, this coming along good, but I just hadn't done a whole lot more on it. It's getting smooth. And I might put a little more filler in here and bend these edges. But it's coming along really good. So, need a little more feather edging, a little more smoothing, a lot more sanding. But it's coming on. I'm trying to get some of these other things done. Finish on that. Trying to get some of these other things done while I can. I got to do some of these other things while other people can do it, can help me. But we getting back to this soon, okay? I told you I'd have a charger in this video. And here it is. Now, yeah, I'm ready to drive this thing again. This is the only one I got that's going right now. Really? All right. It sure is taking a whole lot of gravel. It's got that little spot right there in the middle, which is bigger than it looks from here. And I'm going to do a little bit up at the shop. Tim Adams, Adams Truck. I'm working on getting some of the cars situated. The white Plymouth there, which I had right over here for a couple days, fired up, moved over there just fine. Cranked it up here, pulled it up there, and I was going to pull it on up a little bit further. Died, completely dead. So I don't know if it's something electrical. I mean, nothing. No horn, no light, no nothing. So last time it was that, it was a positive cable. But remember, we had a little fire under there, and it was licking up around some of them wires, like at the fusible link, and one of them looks a little chewy, a little melty. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna probably, it's out of the way, kinda, right at the edge of the driveway, but blue driveway, whatever you want to say. But I think I'm gonna move it a little bit, twist it around, use the tow truck there, and I'm just gonna wait. And I mean, I tinkered with it a little bit, but no, I'm gonna wait for Josh. Maybe get a little payback for all that paint work I did. Get him bring his little bleep bleep thing over. You cannot have a Chrysler product without one of them things, I believe. I need to get one, but he done figured out how to use it and how to trace it and all that, so hopefully it'll be something pretty simple we can fix. But I ain't gonna fool with it until I can get him to come over and check it. I mean, I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it with the truck and try to get it in a little better position. But there's the gravel. For now. Tell you what, when you see it glowing, glistening, I'm sweating. It is hot. It is hot. A whole lot of rock in there. Yeah, I gotta do, like I said, I'm gonna get you a little bleep bleep thing and see what's what, but this one looks real iffy. That burnt coming off, that's kind of burnt. See, that's one of the fusible links I put in. I couldn't put the stock one in. It had one and then went into two. They wanted like $50 for one of them at the restoration company. So I went down to, I think, Advance at the time and bought two single ones, actually for a Ford, and spliced them in together, and they worked fine. But this one looks okay, but this one does not, and it won't hang like that either. So, and that's where the fire was. So it was licking all this right here anyway. And it could be the hot cable down there on the starter. Chrysler's have starters on the driver's side. But I'm gonna have to do a little bleep bleep and figure it out rather than replace all the darn wires. And I do still have to get a master cylinder. And the little block down there, I think maybe I can get by with just those two and maybe another piece of brake tubing. We'll see. Got a little more work to do here though. More to come, more to come. Got plenty of work, not enough time, not enough energy. I still like my red, white, and blue there. All right, well, that's going to wrap up this video. I know it wasn't a whole lot to it. Just more of what I'm doing. I do what I do. I show you what I'm doing, okay? Try to bring you back. But we're getting closer. Every little bit you do, I'm getting closer to where I can do more work and get some things done. But I got to do, like I said a minute ago, I got to do what I need to do when the people can do it. You know, they're helping me out. So it limits my other time on doing some other stuff. But anyway, thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I got more plans, a whole lot more plans. But next week, I plan on getting a little more done on that charger. Lord knows I got plenty to do. I just need time to do it. But anyway, thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe. If you haven't already, just hit that little button at the end. I don't know what's going on with the thing. It ain't bringing up my buttons in my previous thing. I'll try something different this week. But anyway, just hit the little subscribe button. You know where it is and what to do. I really do appreciate it. So like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate every single one of you that watches. Thank you very much. And you come back to see me, and I'll be here, good Lord willing. And I'll see you at the shop. We got lots more to do. Thanks. Now, what the